working. Had some problems with OBS right before I started, but you didn't miss much. So we're playing these two. Let's leave it like that. This is the $700 daily deep stack. I max late reg this for a grand total of $9. And then this is a freeze out, $20 buy-in, $22.50 guaranteed. This one will have about a $200 to $300 first place, I believe, somewhere in there. Yeah, it looks like just about 200. But the other one will be about 800, and you know, passively playing a tournament while grinding cash is not the worst thing in the world. So I don't mind it, but the registration is closed, so it is a freeze out right now. And let's see if we can get on some cash games. Looks like we lost a few, but not that big a deal. Looks like only 250 NLs, but 410 NLs. It is early, so I expect more to come up. Until then, we'll just worry about the tournaments.
This shit's so gross.
Oh, the sensor. Nobody ever said it was something good to drink.
It works so well, though.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things where if it works for you, it works better than anything. We're all still pretty sick around here. I'm doing a lot better, but Courtney's caught up.
Have Ashley tomorrow.
Remember, if you don't feel well, you can cancel that.
What? I'm feeling better now already, having the Alka-Seltzer surgery from this morning and getting like 3 hours of straight sleep.
Yeah.
So we'll see how I feel tomorrow.
Okay.
Her appointment's not until 4:30, so.
Oh, that's not bad.
And it's just a fill. Oh, sweet. Oh, look at that precious boy.
Limp call 700.
Ouch, don't bite me.
Sure. Why not? King's pretty nice. We're gonna down bet. Snap called. I mean, it's definitely possible to be up against a set here, but I can't be too concerned about that just yet.
No.
Get called twice. I think we size up. And I get raised. This is the most frustrating part of these fucking tournaments. The call. Like, what is this? This is only sets of deuces and threes, right? That's hilarious. And the queen on the end, because I'm going to be shown king 10, right? Jam, you fucking loser. Oh, I can't believe this shit. The queen on the river is just a dagger in the fucking heart. And of course he folds. I mean, that should only ever be a set. The fact of the matter is, I know 100% of the time I folded good on the turn. The queen on the river may have been good for me, but it's very hard to tell. Limp call. I mean, the only hand at that point that I'm beating is King Jack, and I really doubt that's raising me on the turn. And this is just hilarious. Check, check, check. the worst board, not the best. Limping in tournaments. I'm going to check and lose to a king here a lot.
What does limping mean?
Just calling, not raising. So if the blinds are 1 and 2, you just put $2 out there. It's been solved to the point where we now know that it's never okay to limp. The fact that people still do it is absolutely hilarious. It's just the biggest sign of a bad player. Starting on 29, 32, 26. Or 29, excuse me, 29, 32. I'd like to get to 39, 22 by the end of the day. 29, 32, that's it. This is just the most ridiculous thing. It's always quads, bro. It's never a chop. Didn't even have a pair. Literally called for the chop. This just has to be a little right about there. Move this over a little. Queen's kind of a good bad card. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I don't like seeing that 9. But my 8 shouldn't be good here, really. I mean, and this should only be all in. That bet is horrible. Unbelievable. Dun, 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 dun. Average stream bitrate too high? I have no idea what that means. I think we can bet small on the turn here. Just get snap called. And we're just kind of blocker betting the river. It is half pot, but how much smaller can we bet, really? Yeah, it kind of works. I think we'll bring these down just a little. Something like that. Eight to one, not bad. It's this monstrous 3-bet, and of course the ace comes off. And this player's shown that he will just call. So if you're going to bet, you just got to keep betting. Unbelievable. 10-7. That is what you're up against. Unfucking believable. And we're going to check this one. Queen of the turn's okay. Better for him than me. We have sixth pair. It's good. I think this is going to be a lot of more post-flop play. Some players I know, like LV Britt here. So there is some movement that we can make. Not on that board. Queen of the turn sucks. I was going to bet this turn, but it's just way too bad. 3-bet? No thank you. I mean, I think we can just check this, honestly. I mean, I would normally blocker bet this, but I do have a bluff catcher, so we might as well let him bluff. Ace 8. King 9. Limping over here. Ace 8. Jack 5. I had the only playable hand that I was in the goddamn blind. Yeah. Six isn't bad if we see no action. Can usually bet the turn. This guy's like brand new. Jack on the turn kind of sucks. I am going to poke at it. Just because I can't let all these free cards come off for no reason. And I don't think I'm going to be facing bluffs on the river, so we'll just check and lose to a jack. or win somehow. The fuck is that? 6-7, like limping everything. Sure, raise under the gun, just get called. Very reasonable. Re-raise. King's pretty good. Gonna bet on the healthy side because I don't think it really matters. King Queen will absolutely continue, as will most draws. LV Brit is a good player, but we're not letting him control the pot. If he's flopped better, that's just too bad. Did that super quick. Yeah, nice try, bro. He's raising there to try to draw. So his draws are always Queen 10 and 2 spades, and I do have the ace of spades, which is good. But when he does that, we're just always going to jam back on him with one pair in that situation because we're charging 100% and we don't want him to keep pulling this bullshit. I do this to him in the cash games all the time. Like, he really should know better than that. And the thing is, I didn't bet small. If I had bet big, or if I had bet small, it's a different story, but I bet pretty big there. So, some players see that as weakness. Like, if I had ace-queen, I would have bet small, or just check behind, because of the gut shot. If I had the ace-queen suited, I would most likely check every time. But when I bet big like that on that board into 3 players, I've got to have something. This is amazing, and it's getting action. Look at this. Yeah, there's the real hand. Top pair, aces trapping like an idiot, and then the set of 5s. Hilarious. Yeah, I got a 50 NL. Get called. I think we are going to bet twice. I'm going to check this one back. Queen on the river is probably the worst run out ever. We're just going to go ahead and check it down. 7 deuce, huh? Look at this river. After checking the turn. Alright, if you got a set, too bad. He's got a set. Oh well. That's a 2-outer, but he's going to have a lot of 9s. He's going to have a lot of queens. It's absolutely fine. I have no problem getting in all the money there. Make this one smaller so we can fit the 50s up here. Yeah, I'm gonna make these smaller. Hey, what's up, DeMouse? God damn it. I can't use my own fucking emotes because this shit doesn't have me. Sorry, we're having some stream problems today. I think I need to reset the certain settings in OBS, and I didn't do it before I started the stream, so I'm not going to do it now. Okay. I think we want to 3-bet this one occasionally. Kind of very occasionally, but I don't mind it. Flop the open-ender and spade draw. I think that's just about right. Nice. Too much equity. Another 50 and L here. Let's put up the 10 and L. Dun, dun, dun. Make that a little smaller. Check. There's one more table of 10 and L somewhere. It's very hard to remember how much these players limp and call and stuff, so you end up getting priced in the blinds just a ton. And it sucks, but like, look at this. Like, this 9-5, I mean, it can easily be, you know, I mean, it can't really be 8-3, but I mean, if we make 2 pair on this, it could definitely be King 8. It could definitely be the suited ace tray. It could be a lot of shit that when that jam comes, we just absolutely crush equity-wise. Not that the suited ace tray is good, but I'm just saying there's a lot of possibilities there. Fold this one. This guy leads full pot at me. Get called. Check. Queen's pretty good, but it's obviously not invulnerable. We're going to check and call a smaller bet. That's fine. Yep. Anything below the size of the pot is fine there to call. He played every single street of that hand wrong. Well, I mean, I guess checking the turn is okay. But once I check to you, you should probably bet the turn, and if I call, like, you can bet it small, and if I call, just take your showdown with the 10. Like, you probably could have saved 150 chips there. Just bet half pot on the turn. Like, why do you think you're trapping with the 10 high flush? With a one-liner. Like, that makes 0 sense, bro. These are awkward because of the way these players play. We're just going to call. And we're going to bet up the turn and river. And if you're going to make it obvious. getting 3-bet a ton over here. I think with the dead money we can actually call this. Well, we might have to just hold on with an ace. Well, we're definitely not going to fold now. I'm just going to play it like I don't know what to do. Check. If he made a flush or has a better ace, it's too bad. He could definitely have queens and I just got rivered, but I don't think I'm folding here. Ace 10. Way to play, bro. Yeah, I know he's over the line. He should never be jamming that river, though. Because I'm not going to fold any ace to him. And he has the minimum ace with ace 10. Raising ace 10 on the button, too. Just like 3-betting it. I mean, then again, he's been here. Whoa. He's been here 12 hours on this fucking table? 731 minutes. Yeah, that's 12 hours. Why? You got 4 buy-ins. What, are you locked in a prison cell somewhere? What the fuck is this? It's the only table he's on, too. What the fuck? 12 hours playing 10 and L. 1 tabling. Yeah, that is the only table he is on. Alright. 3 bets will convince me. I'm going to make this smaller. Okay. Not the best, not the worst. I mean, this is the bet you're supposed to make with an overpair. I don't think we want to give up to 1 bet just yet. Full house would check back. Jack on the river sucks. Because he's going to have a lot of jacks. It's a small... I don't think we can fold. I mean, this can obviously be jacks plus, but I don't think we can fold here. Yeah, 8-7. Right? He got counterfeited. 3-bet it and then counterfeited. Kind of interesting. The jack's actually a really good card for him to bet, but I don't get that. Squeezing with the 8-7 suited and then underbetting. Well, I'll take it. It's kind of ridiculous. Raise under the gun. The fix in the blinds, he may 3-bet. No. It's alright. Shouldn't be playing too many of those anyway. I think during the day we're just not looking for the suited connectors unless it's an absolutely great price and I can close the action. Like... I mean, I'm just going to rip it. I mean, if I get more than a third of my stack in, I think I'd rather just jam. So, we'll take it. Like, I have to put in $3, and that's, like, almost a third of my stack there. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, if this player had a full buy, I'd be fine. He must be running good, can lose a lot of money in 12 hours. Yeah, that's the thing, though. We don't know if he's up that 4 buy-ins. He probably is stuck. Like, no joke, he's probably stuck. If you play any game for 12 hours and you're up 4 buy-ins, I don't care what the stake, you're not doing great. Like, even live, that's not awesome. Like, the money should be gone at a certain point. So he's probably stuck. Like, bad. Like, that's the only reason to keep playing. Right? For some people. Because, like, if you're on, like, just the run of a lifetime. Like, I think during the 100 to 1K challenge, I think I had a 10 and L table that was so good that I stayed on it for like the full 4 or 5 hours of the stream, whatever it was. And I ended up taking 7 buy-ins off that table. So that's $70 in like 5 hours. Obviously, that's a good run. But 12 hours, I mean, I don't know how much you can win at that stake and expect to stay there and it be a good idea. Like, even if he was at $200, would it be worth it to sit there for that long? So I get 3-bet. I don't think we want to 4-bet much. I definitely think we want to bet here. Queen on the turn's interesting when we get lit into. I'm going to let this one go. This is 2, whatever. All right, well, we're not folding. All right, he made the flop the straight. Called the raise, flop the straight on a short stack. Love it. Love everything about it. No. Looks like top 15 getting paid in this one. Top prize about $200. It's not great, but it's a $9 entry, so, well, $3 entry plus a rebuy plus an add-on. So it cost me $9. Essentially no risk to play for 4 buy-ins. I think that's fine. This one's going to be a while, but top prize will be about $800. It'll pay probably top 30, maybe 25. We are going to go ahead and bet. It's a pretty good flop. Really? So I'm getting check raised by the short stack. He was in the blind. He should have a lot more draws than hands. I'm going to jam. If he has a king, I'm going to puke. He has ace-king. That's hilarious. It's a nice play by him. He just calls in the blind and then check raises. It's not bad, but when he has 70 blinds and he's in the big blind, there's just way more flush combos than there are, or flush and straight combination draws than there are actual hands. So I'm fine with it. There was a time when I didn't used to jam those, but it's been so profitable for me, it's kind of ridiculous. Gut shot, backdoor flush draw, and a limped pot. Ace is bad because it's going to prompt the betting, and we cannot rely on any kind of showdown value with a pair. Come on, Philly. Ace on the turn is kind of hilarious. I think I want to check it. I mean, I'm supposed to have more aces than him, but he's not supposed to be this stubborn. Jack on the river kind of sucks. I may have to call a reasonable bet here. We're just going to put this guy in. I can't even believe this fucking guy bet the river. Aces. He rivered the jack. There's no way he has an ace. I'm just thinking the jack is the problem. That's fucking annoying. And I can't bet the turn. Okay. Rivered aces. Look at this. I flopped a set of sevens, rivered the ace. That's two bad beats right in a row. It's a good read. The only problem is he can have the jack. Ace on the turn is okay. It's not great. Check the river. That club kind of sucks. Problem is we're calling for a chop now. I mean, if he bets, sometimes he has clubs, I guess. Sometimes we win when he checks. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. Queen jack? Okay. Aces. Come on, make me look tilty. Oop, same hand on 10 and L and in the better tournament. Did that fucking short stack? He 3-bet small, we flopped the pair and the flush draw, and he has aces. Hilarious. Well, I like this flop better than this one. Queen on the turn sucks. I don't know, assume playing tournaments and just keeping cash going, staying alert, but still that's much on one table is crazy. Yeah, it is. And he's not playing any tournaments for the past 12 hours. There isn't anything that's going for the past 12 hours. Or it's a bot. It's not a bot. Bots don't exist on WSOP. I've only ever spotted, and this is back in the day, I spotted a few bots and I reported them and I actually got confirmation that I was right on WSOP back in the day. But the funny part was, I wish I'd saved the email because it said, you know, we confirmed your suspicions, blah, blah, blah. This is an automated player, yada, yada, yada. So we banned the account, blah, blah, blah. Side note, though, you were up on it, and I knew that because they're very easy to beat. So I felt conflicted, but because I was winning. But the problem was that the bot was also in tournaments. So tournaments are different. If they're in cash games, you can just play against a bot all day long and beat it. And I had the read on it for a while, and I was playing cash games, and then I spotted it in a tournament. And I had tagged it bot ? And I remember I was in a tournament and we were near the final table bubble. And I don't know if it's the bot playing the tournament or if it's the actual player playing the tournament. Like, just run the bot on cash games. But once I saw it in a tournament, I was like, nope, because that's going to fuck everything up. Because tournaments play much differently than cash games, obviously. You know, the bot working off a theorem with 100 big blinds at all times is far different than when it has 40 blinds, you know. So the edges are much closer. Can we ever bet here? No, not when he bets. We can't do anything. But I think if it checks to me... Oh, maybe not. I mean, this should be straights, but I guess it can be two pairs. He could have flopped a set, I guess. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. Courtney has not been sleeping well. She's been sick. 747 minutes. I hate this because it favors me, but he's going to win the pot because I can't continue. If there was one spade, I could continue. Kind of like this one. This is... The problem is I don't have enough equity, so I think sometimes I'm supposed to call here because of backdoor straights and flush draws, but when he leads out at it, I think we have to know that we're up against a pair and he's going to bet the turn. So maybe if I had 9-8 suited... I mean, obviously Jack 9. Maybe 10-8 suited in hearts would be better. Yeah. I think there's too many two pair combos and straight draws that when I make two pair, I'm just going to get, coolered. So, I think it's fine. Shit, hear myself tell that bot story. I was in Canada and spotted a bot there and bum hunted it playing 20 and L and just absolutely crushed it. I mean, not crushed it, but it was just an easy target. We're going to go for the bet here. I mean, he shouldn't have a lot of queens. If he does, we're just going to get stuck. He's supposed to have more king jacks, but I have a jack, so that's not great. Yeah, maybe I could have checked the turn. But he's never going to fold the queen, but maybe I save a bet. Checking the turn with my equity, because if the king comes off on the turn or river, I pull ahead. Ace 2. Damn, maybe I should have checked that turn. I think I should have. Shit. Only because of the player that I was up against. And that's why he doesn't raise, is because of the club draw. Yeah. Yeah. I should have checked the turn. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. Make a king. Just gonna bet small. Yeah, take it down. Could have checked it, but player was in the blind. We're just gonna get called a lot by second pair, and you don't want a free card to come off. Well, 7's pretty good again, unless somebody wants to river another 2 outer on me. 6 sucks. Four sucks. How bad is this fucking run out? King 3 with a heart draw. Pair and a heart draw. But I don't think we missed much value there. I don't hate this. I think we can bet the turn here. It's kind of on the iffy side. Oh, god damn it. Britt's betting half pot, which means he's got a jack. Well, I guess I got off light. Should 3-bet that, but let's play it passive. This player tends to bluff quite a bit. I'm going to bet half pot at it. I think this throws the scent off the flush draw more often, and sometimes we end up with a pair of queens being best, or thinking it's best and keeping going. Inverse is the better draw, thank you. Double gutter. Okay. Well, it's actually an open-ender, I guess. And I'm going to go on break in a minute here. And we're obviously not folding here for this price. Nope, missed it. Re-raised. I think we 4-bet. Check raise this one. Ten on the turn is the worst possible card. 10 in the river is okay, but we're chopping a lot. Sometimes he has king queen. I do think we call this pocket eights. Yeah, whatever. Just got called. I am going to down bet. What did this guy have? He had flopped the straight, king queen. So I sucked out with running tens. I mean, if he jams here, this is kind of bad. All right, all right. It's interesting. Player does tend to 3-bet way too much. I'll be right back, guys. I just got to take a leak. I don't know why I'm nervous, but going back up to 10-0 took so much longer than getting back up in 5-0. Yeah, I think it's just in your head, man. There's not enough. There's not enough of a skill difference there to keep you from, doing well. Nothing really happening in the tournaments. And the guy just bluffed it all off. The guy's been there for 13 hours. That's hilarious. And he's gone. Guess he was just trying to go broke. I think we can take one off here because of the flush draws and straight draws. Okay, well, we're obviously not folding to this at that price. Hey, 2 pair versus a short stack. He's supposed to be trapping a ton. But if he's trapping a set, I find it hard to believe. And he really doesn't have enough. He just calls king on the turn. Yeah, he can have king, queen, but it's kind of unlikely. I'm just going to bet big enough to commit him to the pot. Makes river decisions very easy. Set of 5s. Way to go. God damn. How cooler am I going to get? Jesus Christ. In first position, short stack with a fucking set of 5s. Hilarious. I'm just going to raise the 3rd set of 7s and hopefully win with them this time. Lost one of them to a 2-outer. Another one, the run out, killed my action. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and bet here like I have the king. Maybe that's a little low. Yeah, we take it down. It's hilarious. Just min raises his own post. That's annoying. Posting a 2 pair. Literally one combination of hands that beats me because king queen is never there. It's annoying. Make the king. Not folding to this player. He just doesn't have enough. So we reduce stack to pot ratio that much, we just can't fold. Got to try to study any of those WSOP draft tournaments. Yes, I am. I saw a bunch of them. One of them almost went off yesterday, but it missed. So it didn't go off. But yeah, I'm going to try. They're reasonable ones. I like satellites. They do pretty well. Obviously calling. I mean, the draft tournaments are like anything else, man. It's just a good opportunity. I mean, obviously, it's one of those things where, you know, because it's New York, or it's New Jersey, Delaware, and Vegas and all like that, it'd be nice to win the prize, but I'll tell you right now, I'll be selling that entry. I think we can bet 2 pair here, even though it's a super wet board. I think we get better value now. Min re-raise from Shorty. Called twice. He can have it. Checking that river. Knew I should have called it. This sucks. Only ever a flush. That's the dumbest thing I see people do. People who are like actual grinders who satellite into a major live tournament and then don't just show up and sell the entry. Like, yeah, it would be great to win a, you know, major tournament like that, but you're talking about $10,000. You know, you win the satellite, you basically satellited your way in for what, $20? You don't think $10,000 is a good return on your $20? I wish one of those was a club. Not that one. Yeah, I'm just going to let it go. Hilarious, the call ahead of time. Look at this. Yeah, I would have gone broke. Good thing these players don't play good. Pocket 10s with 31 blinds. He goes all in. It kind of creates some interesting situations. Over the top. Player to my left's going to call light. I think he might have actually misclicked it because I did it so quick. I think he automatically had it called. Yep. Hold, please. Look at the 8. Oh, just the worst. I don't even need to win the main pot, just the side pot. Nope. That is annoying. So I raised flop 3 kings with ace king, and this player is betting way too much into this pot. He's betting the full pot. The funny part is I think the player behind me might actually have a king. If he's taking this long. I mean, if this is a set of threes, I'm just going to laugh because it's been way too much. Click him back. 70 cents all in, bro. Ace tray. Interesting play. If it walks like a duck... It's amazing how people will be like, well, I'm already committed. Are you, though? You're losing 100% of the time. I mean, can't you fold for a min raise? Like, you can't even beat, like, any pair. Nope. This lead out's kind of scary because a lot of kings check. So king queen is a thing. Should be a chop a lot. Queen jack? That's funny. Snap called. This player does like to draw, so I think we do have to charge. Yeah, I know it's in my head that I just only have 5 buy-ins, so I'm trying to keep my bankroll to finish the welcome bonus. Yeah, but dude, like we've had this discussion, you have a job. You know what I'm saying? You have a way to add more to your bankroll. I know it's a matter of pride, but I really think you're standing in your own way. You know? I don't have any skills, employment opportunities, or fucking training in anything else. So the way I manage my bankroll has to be far different than somebody who, you know, can invest in their poker future. My investments have to come directly hand to mouth. Really? Fucking quad fives on the river. Why are you checking that? Oh my god. I hit the fucking straight and get fucking quadded on the river. Trip sevens. Like, what is happening? Really? This is annoying. I'm gonna play good. Let the tens go. So we're gonna see it. Good fold. Would have lost the max too, the ace king behind. Can't believe the ace king behind just called. Nope, would have won it, made it straight. Awesome. Would have won it all. Can't do anything right. Make the right fold, would have won. Make the right play, get sucked out on. Weird. double and ditch. Honestly, it just keeps me more focused to double up and get off the tables. You know, managing these other tables is kind of meh. Always good. If you're worried about finishing the welcome bonus, you can add on. You know, you just can't withdraw. You withdraw, you void the welcome bonus. Now, on most sites, I don't know what it is on what is it, GG you're playing on? But you can always add on. I'm not saying to be reckless, but I just think it's reasonable to have, you know, throw $100 on there just when you have $100 that you're not really using or it's not part of your savings or something like that. Just throw an extra 100 on there. Like, you could probably do that once a week and allow that to be part of your bankroll building. You know what I'm saying? You could just stay at 10 and L. And, you know, obviously if you're getting duffed, you know, you need to reevaluate. But I think it would be good, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like that money's going to do anything more for you in a savings account. Like, what does a savings account make? Like 2% a year? You're probably better off playing 10 and L exclusively with, you know, a few $100s in there. Oh, this is so rough. I'm folding. I don't want to guess. Where are we? 87 players left? tables. One of these I can't get on. I'm not in luck. There's not a fucking... Oh, there is a fucking seat here. I don't know why it was coming up as a full table in the fucking lounge. Or the lobby lounge. Okay. Big lick. Big check. No min raise. No min raise. Take that 8. The fuck did everybody have? 3, 3, and 5, 7. Wow. And I'm sitting here with 25 blinds. Hilarious. I guess I should look and see. What is this one? The fuck is that? Limp Jam? This is kind of... I don't love it. Oh. That's a stupid raise. I am going to bet this. Small. I think sometimes we're absolutely getting trapped, but if nobody has an ace, we should just take this down. There shouldn't be a lot of 5s. We're not really going for bluffs here. It just kind of looks like a 5 or an ace, and with no c-bet on the flop, you got to imagine plebs didn't have an ace. So usually we just won by beating the best hand that tied with us off. Sometimes people have like little pairs of like 6s and things. Could definitely 3-bet this, but I think Philly will do some aggro shit. Spin likes to 3-bet, so we have to kind of worry about that sometimes. Another gut shot. He checks. I'm going to check back. 10's not bad. Problem is, he's going to have ace-jack as likely as I'm going to have ace-10. So we're going to give it up because I think we're screwed to a chop at this point. He could have ace queen for sure, but then again, what are we? What's good for us? A 10, and it's not like I can bomb the river on a 10 because he can just have ace jack, right? So, I think that's one where that's one where you learn quickly when to get away. And it's like, if I got bluffed, congratulations, but what is he really bluffing me with? Like a pair? Like a pair of eights? I kind of doubt it. He's far more likely to have ace jack there than anything. So there is one of those satellites to the thing. I mean, it's 1 seat guaranteed, or no, it's 10 seats guaranteed. Okay, that's a little different. We're gonna 3-bet. Prize full's 550, so it's 55. So we got to go 11-1 to the daily draft tournament. Target tournament. So if we satellite there, wow. But it's only 1 entry. So we'd have a super long shot if we satellite in. Because I don't have the roll to be playing that. So nope, not going to be satelliting there. A long shot's still a shot. Not a good one. So just kind of going to avoid that. I mean, I'd rather play a $100 tournament with, this is tempting, but I'm going to let it go. Fucking ace. I mean, but he's betting again. I mean, I'm not supposed to call twice. Ugh, it's so frustrating. Okay. Hey. I mean, it's a min-raised pot, so there shouldn't be too much out here, but there are 5 fucking players. This guy's betting minimum. He's only got $2. This is hilarious. I mean, we're just going to pot build the raise here. We're just absolutely going to pot build. Okay. I'm not folding here. There's too many 2-pair combos that will jam. And there are sets of deuces. I think we got the max there. We can absolutely bet here. I mean, obviously the only thing that beats us is a flush at this point, but I think we just check and try to get value. I think there's a lot of chops. I think he sometimes has a better 7, but that's kind of hard to see. Ace 3. What? So checking was absolutely the right move. Short stacks. Fold out, lizard. There's only 2 saddies per day. Well, if that's them, then I'm not playing. Because you're talking about playing a satellite where I'm going to invest $15 to win 55, right, for the entry. Cool. No problem. But it's going to auto-register me, which means I can't max late reg, I believe. Even if it does, though, you're talking about playing a $100 tournament where I'd be max late regging with 30 blinds after the buy-in and the add-on, which is going to cost me $100. I don't think it's in my realm right now. Honestly, I'd rather not play it, and I'd rather not play it and just build my roll. And there's a bunch of $100 and a $50 freeze outs that I'm going to start playing when I get to like 5K. So it's on Bovada. The main reason I don't want to put any more on is because I'm going to be doing the bonus on ACR, and I'll be doubling my bankroll since that will be my main site. Okay, I get it. So that's good, though. I mean, just make sure you're putting in enough time. Give yourself a chance. Like, anytime you have a bonus, if you're playing micros, you kind of really have to grind on that bonus. Like, to put it in perspective, when I was doing the 100 to 1,000 challenge, I would put on 250 on a reload. Like, I would pull out 250 and then reload 250. And I think we can bet here like an overpair. And just get snap called. Yeah. And I would play 5 hours a day, 4 to 5 hours a day, typically in this. Well, sometimes more, but typically it would take me about 4 or 5 hours to clear one $10 bonus to get 100 points up. Playing 10 and L, and I'm playing, I was playing 6 to 8 tables at a time, so that's serious. Now that I have the 50 NLs, in the past 10 days, I've cleared $200 in bonuses because I just pulled off 400, reloaded the 400, got the match bonus, but I'm in no danger of not clearing the bonus, and it just becomes extra rake back. So when you're playing at the micros like that, you have to really give yourself a chance with volume, and which means if you're not comfortable mass multi-tabling, then you have to be comfortable putting in time. You know what I'm saying? There's a trade-off. You can play just as many hands on 2 tables as you can on 4, but it takes you twice as long. So just make sure you're giving yourself enough grind time to do it. You can even do passive grind. Like, I used to do that, like, if I had to do other things, like, I heard of a guy who was a student who used to do this, who he would just play 1 table of cash while he was doing his homework. And he would just sit there and really be concentrating on the homework and then just kind of like clicking the fold button. And then when a spot came up, he would take a break and play it. He said it accounted for his GPA going through the roof because he was able to focus longer periods on studying if he played poker on the side. He was an engineer. Well, studying to be an engineer. I don't know what happened to him. Nice kid. I haven't heard from him in years. He was pretty good. He's a pretty good player. Like, for the time. But he's obviously going to have way too much going on to really do well. Being in college, and he wasn't trying to be a poker player. He's trying to be an engineer. This is actually kind of bad. This is tricky because of the size of his stack. I'm just going to call. Well, this is about as good bad as it gets, so we're going to go for the check jam here. Hopefully somebody bets. We should see a large bet. Yep, there it is. Hold. Nice. Damn it. I can't bluff him on that flush draw either. Because he's got it. I'm sitting in 20th place now out of 34 left. Well, that's about the best river card we can ask for. Because he's going to have a lot of clubs. Wow. Really? The Queen 8, huh? Fun. I'm over 50% on the bonus, and I still have 20 days. I was playing 2 tables, 5NL Zoom, which is churning points. How I built back up from my losses. Oh, okay, yeah, you're playing Zoom. That's like, honestly, believe it or not, playing Zoom, 2 tables is the same equivalency, I believe, as playing 6 tables, 6 to 7 tables of standards. So you'll definitely get there. Way to go. King kind of sucks because it's a good bluff card. Yeah, 6s. All right. It's a tricky card. A lot of weird runouts. I'm going to 3-bet this one. I will say, man, that Zoom really helps you improve quickly. Like, just have, like, the pre-flop charts open and glance at them, you know, so you know what to open up, and you'll find yourself you know, like while you're playing, like you could have the charts open and just kind of glance at them. And after like 200 or 300 hands, like my training thing, what I would do is, I think I have to call this. Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of nines, but whatever. My training thing is like I was working on the hijack a couple days ago, 6-handed. So I opened up the hijack 3-betting ranges and studied them. Just, you know, kind of looked them over for about 10 minutes and then left it up. And then started playing my sessions. And then if I had one that I didn't get, I'm going to 3-bet this. I would pause the thing. All right, if he has king or 10 jack, it's just too bad. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Calls. King on the turn's kind of funny. Damn it. This fucking guy. He's an idiot betting king queen here, or king jack. That's fucking hilarious. I should have kept betting the turn. I did not mean to call that. I meant to fucking fold. Misclick. God damn it. Fucking 3-bet. The king has to come off on the turn so he can bet fucking jacks there. Ugh. Should have just bet it again. And I don't have to guess. Would have played pocket tens the exact same way, except I get it all. So I would look over, and if I had one that I wasn't 100% sure on, I would play out the hand, and then I would pause. Because I know it's, nobody's ever going to know, but it's the spirit of the game. I'm not going to sit there checking charts while I'm playing, just because it's going to fuck me up. So I'd mark all the spots that I didn't understand. Then after I had that I didn't know if I was supposed to open or 3-bet, then I'd mark them as review. I mean, we don't raise here. This is just ridiculous. Yeah, we're just going to rip this. The effective stack is $8, so re-raising to 5 is stupid. Hold, please. Hold. Nice. I mean, I don't think we can raise this, honestly. Yeah, he's just bluffing or he has me crushed when I have deuces. That was a nice jam over here. Good spade. Or good flop with spades. I'm going to bet it. I mean, I have the ace of hearts, so he's never supposed to have that. Should have checked the turn. It's just so tricky, because, like, I've just murdered this board. But, so, yeah, what I would do is I would play, like, a couple hundred hands, and then look at my review hands. I would, like, pause it, look at my review hands, and go, oh, okay, I should have 3-bet this one, or I should have not 3-bet that one, whatever it was. And then I would be like, all right, cool. And I would unmark the ones that I reviewed in Poker Tracker and then do it again. So it was about every 20 minutes or so, I would stop. And in 20 minutes playing 2 tables of, Zoom, you can get a lot of hands out. It's easily 250, 300 hands, something like that. So I'd end up with 5 or 6 spots that I'd have to review. But I absolutely couldn't stream it. I just literally had music on in the headphones and was just banging through it. Can't not raise there. I really don't like this, but I'm going to give it up. It's a limped pot. Hey, Eric. Threw the stream up on the main TV and about to go to the kitchen to slice some strawberries for dehydration. Eric's new fascination is dehydrating fruit. Gotta say, though, it's kind of the nuts. Limp? No. No limp. No limp for you. Ooh, there's another 50. That's pretty good. I think we have to call one here. I mean, can he have a set? Can he have straight draws? I guess. I'm going to check. God damn it. I got so many fucking outs I can't bet again. I mean, I guess we go for value here. If we had a queen, yeah. I'm kind of, I mean, I guess king, queen, you know, plays that way. In my hand, I mean. By the way, Rio's even more of a cesspool than it was a couple months ago. Well, I mean, they're closing, aren't they? Yeah, the Rio's going away. They've been saying it was supposed to close like pre-pandemic, but then when the pandemic happened, I remember hearing that the company that was going to buy them put it on hold, and then you know, couldn't do it obviously because they weren't making money, and so they couldn't afford it. I think they actually ended up going bankrupt, if I remember correctly. I'm going to raise this one. Queens are usually okay here. I'm just going to bet small. Get called. I'm going to check the turn. Pleds is kind of weird. That jack on the fucking river. Last card I wanted to see was a jack. This is fucking hilarious. Holy shit. Like, it's the only card... I'm not even worried about the clubs. It's the only card I don't want to see is the fucking jack. 3-bet on the button. I'm going to take the safe flop option. Check. Not going to fold yet. I don't think a king or aces stops betting. So, yeah. Now we can fold. Better seat. Let's go ahead and bet small here. Really? What the fuck is that? I'll just check jam 7x pot on this king high flop. Like, what? Why are there so many limpers? get off this table. That's a lot of queens. That's a pretty good card. This is another 50 and L in the middle. Almost on break here. Need about 80K for the in the cash average here. It's gonna be a minute though. I mean, 800 to win. God damn it, I have to. I just read this section. God damn it. It's fucking stupid. Alright, we're on break. I'll be right back. Had a lot of fun playing Zoom the first time. Was low enough stakes for me. Yeah, it definitely keeps you interested. I was actually looking at the Zoom on ACR, and it progresses pretty well. Like it goes from 10 NL to 25 to 50, and it runs, and it goes 100 NL and it runs, and I think it goes all the way up to 500 NL and it runs. And so that's a good progression. And I do believe, I know it's very beatable. I don't know per hour. I know I'm good playing. Yeah, sure. I know I'm good playing 3 tables of Zoom, which is obviously the equivalent to at least 9, 8 or 9 regular tables. So it's definitely an option. And I'm thinking I'm going to be doing a bunch of that after the 10K, because after the 10K is hit, I'm incorporating ACR on a much larger scale. Just because the volume of tournaments I can play and the cash games that I want to play, I need more action than WSOP. And I am still playing on ACR, but I'm just not counting that as part of the challenge. So, won a couple thousand playing tournaments, but, I'm not counting that to this 10K. Just because I don't have that original bankroll money staked. I don't have, that staked into this 10K. So, I don't know. I just want to finish it on WSOP, and then I'll, jump over. But who knows? When I get to 5K, maybe I'll be like, you know what? We need to add ACR because I'm going to pump the bankroll over there. But I think I have good, a good enough idea. I'm going to check this one. I think we just checked down here a bunch. We beat Ace 10. I think Ace 10 is very common here. Ace 3. I mean, what's the point in betting? Oh, pocket ninners. And I got 20, 23 blinds. Depends who opens. Should have raised that. But it's fine. I'm going to let that one go. It's close. Might win. Facing a bet, I don't. I'm kind of hoping Romanian Mike opens, or Dr. Cool, because those are easy rejams, I think. Or easy jams. We're not having limps. I mean, if he's trapping, congrats, but nobody should be able to call this unless Parker has a pair of jacks in the big blind. Sometimes we get called by King Jack over here, but I kind of doubt it. Pocket eights? No? It's just the only way to play that. That 3,000 chips is worth so much more to me there. Are you fucking kidding me with this guy? God damn it, a fucking ace. Oh my god. It's unbelievable. He made the straight. He's still betting. There's going to be a situation with me and Pleds where absolutely where I flop a set and fucking stick him. Like that or two pair. It's just so inevitable. It's ridiculous. Like, he hasn't won any big pots off me, and I've actually stacked him a few times, well, yesterday and the day before. But it's just so annoying in the way he plays. Because it's just like he's just over-trapping the world. I'm going to 3-bet this so spin doesn't. I want him to re-raise. I don't want to call and get 3-bet by the big blind. I think we check for pot control. I don't know if we can get 2 streets here. I think this is the best way to get... Yeah. It's the problem with 3-betting players who open light. Is they just never have anything to pay you with. See, but if I call, then I get action. But you can't count on hitting a flop, you know. So if I miss that flop, I can steal. Appreciate all you guys being here. I see you. I don't have my usual shit up, so I can't see how many people are watching, but I appreciate it. I guess I could bring it up. Nice. Lots of people. I see you. Bovada's generally been fun, but I don't know if it's worth grinding on. The tournaments on Bovada are great. That I remember. I like checking this flop, taking my equity, and then betting the river. Nice. Don't need to, though, when I hit the ace. I wish I could play in Bovada, but they block Nevada. They actually took my account. They still owe me like $500. Only because the limper's in such early position. I don't think I can jam. Yeah, I don't like this. Of course, I get counterfeited on the fucking river. all in, really? Can't be a bluff there. That's why you don't bet super small, bro. You have a queen? Yep. I can't believe this Fishburger fucking limp folded in first to the jam. Well, I don't want to get blown off my equity. But you know what? This is kind of different because we are on 10 and L. I think we're better off just betting here. Yeah. Usually you want to check that one back, but in all honesty, on 10 and L, you're just going to get the fold way too often. I mean, this fucking idiot's limping. Yeah, 20 blinds. I mean, if you have a set, congrats. You played it like a genius. But you don't. This is funny. I don't know. I don't get it, man. These people limp folding is fucking hilarious. Like, there's just no traps here ever. Make the flush. Paired board kind of sucks. Gives him more reasons to fold. I think we just bet quickly. Try to get played by some kind of ace. I mean, can he have spades? Yeah. Can he have sevens? Yeah. I think we just commit him to the pot. That's fine. Could have bet smaller, but honestly, I don't see the value in it. Because if he's got an ace, he's not going to call twice. If he's got sevens, we're just going to duff it into him, and we don't want to undercharge him for the flush draw. I'm going to get off this table and get on waiting lists. Give me a second here. Double and ditch. 41 hands. Not bad for a double. Look at this. Makes it. I mean, it's not a bad jam from the button. I mean, facing an under the gun open, it's not great. But aces, baby. I don't know if I've had aces in a tournament on ACR or on WSOP yet. And it gets walked. I'm just going to check this one. I have just lost with the 9 on the river. Oh, God. Ace King. That's hilarious. Aces back to back. Don't get walked on this one. We see a limp and a limp. I mean, I got 25K here. And we see a raise there. I'm going to re-raise. It looks super strong, but I just don't see jamming getting called. by this guy. If he's got a king, he'll go. Pocket fours I got paid by. Pocket fours. Anybody know how to play aces? Aces, baby. That's one of those ones where there's just no problem getting all the money in. All we have to do is be afraid to lose him when we have him beat. So we just wanted him to hero call like a motherfucker, which he obviously did. 6th place out of 25 now. There's not a lot of bad cards for me on the river. I think we just bet. Get called by a queen. 2 pair, queens and jacks. Wow. Should have really bet that, bro. He's coming out of first position limping with queens and jacks. Flops 2 pair, doesn't bet it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to call with the 6. But at the same time, see, like, that might have gotten called all in pre, the pair of fours. It really shouldn't, but when we see what happens there, that might happen. But by 3-betting and then checking back the flop, it just looks like we have ace-queen to him. Like, that was the mental gymnastics that we forced him to do, was that we had ace-queen. This is hilarious. Way to waste your value, bro. I'm just going to limp it. I mean, it's not an open limp. I could just be screwing around. Worst flop ever. Gut shot. Well, get rid of that. Get 3-bet small. Obviously not folding. That's a pretty good flop when you get 3-bet small. Especially since he's supposed to have a lot of ace-kings and ace-jacks. I mean, does it get much better than this? He's working the money in. The only thing I'm worried about here is an ace coming off and killing my action. Best card in the river is probably a queen. Ace is full. Sammy Farha, 2006. First hand. Ace is full versus ace 10. 2006 World Series of Poker. Sammy Farha, first hand, versus, I forget his name, but some actor. The actor had ace 10, Sammy Farha had aces. Hand played out this exact same way. They got it all in on the turn. Ace 10 10 on the flop. They got it all in, and all I can remember is that actor going, first hand, first hand. That was the main event, too. Ugh. I mean, how do you get upset? Over Trapper. Ace of clubs one time. 9's good enough. Paid every time. Just got back all those little ones he won from me on that one river bet. Jack 8. Over Trapper. Hilarious. Over Trapper. Not that he should lead out into me, But he should absolutely bet turn and river so that he can know when he's beat. Otherwise, he just blindly pays me 3/4 of the pot on the river. Like, if he bets half pot on turn and half pot on river and I raise, he can fold. But knowing me, I'm going to overbet it, and he's going to try to hero anyway. If he wasn't in first, I would probably 3-bet this. As it is, I'm going to proceed with caution. Alright, that's pretty good. This lead out's kind of funny. 10's not great. There's a lot of 2-pair combos that just boated. I mean, it doesn't really change the circumstance. I mean, do we... I don't think we fold, right? Yeah. Aces. Under the gun was aces. Jesus. Yep. Just looks like a queen. We're going to try to reduce his SPR so that when he jams, we can't fold. This is odd. We are going to raise. He's going to have all pairs. That's fine. You can win it. He's not folding any pair pre-flop. We know that, so he can just have pocket sevens there and do that. Sitting 11th out of 22 in this one, top 15 getting paid. That's not bad. Get called immediately. It's kind of hilarious. Why do I get called twice? Well, there's very few hands that I would bet into two players. Twice. Well, I mean, my hand looks like ace-king. So the big blind is really the problem with some kind of weird two-pair. I'm going to let this one go. I mean, can he have some tens? I guess, but he should have called by now with a king. I'm getting called. I think this is taking too long. I don't know if this is gonna work. I mean, usually when they take this long, they don't fold. You shouldn't fold king queen here. King jack's kind of on the line. Yeah, that's what it was. King jack. What the fuck took you so long, man? That's annoying. Just this overcaller is just fucking disgusting. $20 left, top 15 get paid. No real pay jumps till the final table, so $15 to cash. Ninth place gets $18.90, so an extra buy-in. I got $9 invested. Top prize $199.50. Open ender. No. Discipline. I knew I should have folded it. Honestly, I didn't even realize it was a raise. Look at this shit. What is going on? Please hit it. What the fuck is that? A chip pass? Utter fish. The fuck is that? For 50 of his 80,000 on the soft bubble. I mean, that's just like 8-7 suited, and he didn't misclick it. He thought about it and called it. 60-40. That's where you want to be, but you're not even there most of the time. Most of the time, you're up against a pair. 70-30 for fucking the majority of his stack. Jesus. That is just fucking disgusting. Get 3-bet minimum by the big blind. Make them nuts. Nice trap, bro. Aces again. I mean, Brit's kind of dumb. I probably could have just jammed this. But I'm trying to incite a jam behind, which I don't know if PokerBags has the ability to just fold tens or jacks. He may just jam it. He's thinking about it. I bet if I had jammed, he would have called by now. That was easy. Hold. God, right in the fucking door. This is how I went out of the other one. God damn it. The guy's just trying to go broke right before the fucking money. Unfucking real. You got a blind. Unfucking believable. Jesus fucking Christ. It's so funny. That's the hand I went out of the other one with. Make a full house. Awesome. Hitting the 7 on the turn's pretty awesome. It's impossible to see. Yeah, at ace jack. It's impossible to see. We're going again. Rejam. Well, that's a pretty good flop. Ugh. Ugh. #20th fucking place. Aces fucking takes me out. King on the turn's not great. Limp raise, limp min raise, no less. and fighting temptations to play tournaments so I can focus on the cash grind, and I end up in sit and go. Sit and goes are good money. Alright, I'm going to call it, guys, for now. There's a couple tournaments in about 3 hours that I'm going to get in. Sitting at 29.38, so stuck about 100. So lost a buy-in playing cash and then the tournaments. But whatever. I'll see you guys at about 7. Stick around for the host. And I'll see you in a bit.